Good morning, students. I'm Harshada More. Welcome you all in the Unit 3 for the subject Labor Legislation. So, Unit 3 is all about industrial relations. So far we have discussed different acts which are related to industries in Unit 1 and Unit 2. Unit 3 is all about industrial relations. So, where we'll be discussing different parts, different aspects which are related to this particular industrial relations. So, by looking at this picture, what you are understanding? So, there is a word written as an employee, it is employer, government, trade unions. It means industrial relation includes these four parts. These four aspects are plays a very important role while building a proper, a good, a healthy industrial relations. So that is employee, employer, government, and trade unions. So let's discuss what is the definition of industrial relations. So according to Professor Jindlap, industrial relations may be defined as the complex of interrelations among workers, managers, and government. So, in this will be this was our definition, but in a simple words, I would like to tell this definition. Industrial relation is made up of two words. That is, first one is industry. So we just break this particular whole word into two words. What is industry? Industry Industry denotes a fruitful and a creative activity that involves individual or a group of people. So industry is a activity which is carried forward by a group of people by with the help of different firms which are performing similar activities. Okay, it can be textile industries, it can be oil industries. So this is what a industry means. Then what is your relation? Okay, so let me write it first. What is relation? So, relations denotes association between employer and employee. Okay. So, relation, it can be interacting with other person. It can be having a good relationship, having a good rapport with other person. So, when it comes to industrial relation, it is having good, healthy relations with the employer and employee. So that is what an industrial relation means. So industrial relation is also, and let me tell you first this, that industrial relation is also known as employee relations. Okay, because these words may get interchanged. Employee relations and industrial relations is one and the same, and it has one more word as a labor management. It has this subject management, labor management. Okay, and it can be again denoted as labor relations. Okay, it is also known as labor relations. So don't get confused when these terms get used instead of using industrial relations. So, what is the nature of industrial relations? First of all, it is a complex relationship. So, it is a necessary for the organization to maintain a cordial industrial relation in order to build healthy behavior and easy working procedure. It is a very requirement of an organization to interact properly with each other, so there is no disturbance in the workflow of the organization. Next is mixture of cooperation and conflict. Organizations usually do not have proper guidelines or rules to set their limits in order to fulfill their goals. So, due to lack of norms, both the groups go to any extent and even they can try to justify their actions. So, sometimes there should be requirement of proper rules and regulations, policies, procedures to be followed, so that employees should follow that. So what happened, when it is a sales executive, I'll give example, sales executive, that person is performing his duty. But when his higher ups started giving him a target, he may go to any extent to sell those, to achieve those targets, and that is not a good actually. So we should maintain a good relations with our colleagues, with our higher ups, but also we have to follow rules, regulations that has been mentioned by the organization. Next is interdisciplinary. So, industrial relations draws its components from various fields like sociology, law, economics, psychology, political science. So, hence, it has a wider perspective. And industrial relation is an interdisciplinary area that includes the study of various characteristics of the individuals, various characteristics of a group are working at a place. So that's why it is called as an interdisciplinary. It has a different fields, in the fields which they have studied, they are working. Multi-dimensional nature, last one. So it is multi-dimensional in nature, and it gets affected by several factors that can be namely institutional factors, economical factors, technological factors. So whatever industrial relations, we are maintaining a good relation with employees who are working at workplace. So that is also called as a multi-dimensional in nature, because we have to take care of even the new adoptions, new changes which are arising day by day. That can be in the form of technology, it can be in the form of economic reforms, government policies. So there is no chance, that there is no possibility that if all the employees will accept the rules, regulations, any changes quickly. Some people are will resist to change. They don't want to change themselves. They want to remain the same person as they were yesterday. They don't want any kinds of change. So it's very employee relation works to to give equal opportunity to every employee who are working at the organization, and they will make sure that they are convincing, they are able to convince each and every employee for any new procedures to be followed at the organization. So this is enough for today's class. So in today's class, we have started this unit, that is industrial relation, where we have discussed what is the meaning, definition of industrial relation, and we have also discussed nature of industrial relations. So this is enough for today's class. Next aspect I'll be covering in the next class. If you people are having any doubts related to topics that I have covered today, you are free to ask your doubts. Thank you.